Okay, so it's 7 a.m. We are leaving our hotel room. I just got our individual lightning lane for Rise of the Resistance. It was pretty simple. I just had the tip board open. I totally meant to record it and I forgot, and I clicked on it and it let me select time and then I could put in payment. For some reason it didn't take one of our gift cards, so I'm not gonna sweat about that yet. But it was really simple. So we were able to select, I chose 11:40 so we can rope drop and do everything we went to in the morning, but be done with plenty of time for our droid build at 1 o'clock, which I will also be sharing with you. So gotta get a good shot of Princess Leia and Rey before they get a little melty. Today's a high chance of rain though, so I'm hoping that helps with crowds. We packed our ponchos and keep trucking. That's how we roll. But so far so good. Room is good. We got all settled. I'll try to show you that before it gets too destroyed, but so far so good. Get on the elevator. Bye guys. Okay, so this is why we get up and get out early. I'm gonna flip you around in just a minute and show you the overwhelming throngs of people that you can see when you are the first ones out to the bus. Let me show you this. Oh my gosh. So many people. So many. Hey, Princess Leia. Show me, what's the map? What do we need to know? And seating. Woo! So smart. Okay, so this is Rise of the Resistance. We do have an individual lightning lane booked for later in this day, but I wanted to rope drop it to ensure that we got to ride it more than one time. Now, we scanned in at 7:39, we got in the official queue at 7:53, and then the line stopped moving a bit. I think there was actually maybe like a breakdown or something that caused a bit of a log jam. Once it started moving again, we were in the first ride room, this one that you see, by 8:27. We were off, I think, right at 9:05, so rope dropping was a really success for us this first day. On the yellow strap, your right hand side. Push those buttons in. Boop, beep, boop, boop. Boop, beep, boop. Watch those arms to the right and left to bring the short arm rotate. Okay, recruits. Now the seconds are all head gear, all head gear. Make it small. Okay. Wow.
Gonna push the button?
The best thing ever. Wow. That was wild. Everybody loved the ride. I do have a video coming up just about Rise of the Resistance. Here they're playing the Disney Play app while waiting for Slinky. I didn't even find out about this until a couple of days before we left, but there is a banquet room upstairs at Pizza Rizzo. It's set up as a wedding reception. It's super fun. The decorations are absolutely fantastically cheesy. Mirrored ball and parquet dance floor. Seriously, I didn't realize these were up here. We did? Okay. All right, we are about to use our first lightning lane on Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. So I'm gonna keep you posted to let you know how it goes. We bought it this morning, spent like 60 bucks for the 4, and we could get anytime we wanted basically. So we chose this time. Ooh, I see it, that's cool. So we are gonna see how it goes. Guys, to note about the Genie Plus and the individual lightning lane purchases is that you do then have to pay tax on them. Now, this experience was pretty fun because we just scanned in and basically walked straight to the very first room. So we didn't even stop anywhere along the way until we made it into the first room that has the projection and the BB-8 unit. So that was super fun, a nice experience. Okay, this is our Droid Depot experience. Wait, oh, she's not masked. Hang on.
Marilyn,
We're going to get a droid.
And there's an actual BB-8.
Alright, you got it? You all good?
Alright, I'm going to go with Amelia. Marilyn's going to go with Dad. Oh my goodness. I am planning to share an entire video just about our Droid Depot experience and having to have one of our units replaced after we got home. Right here, this is actually an animatronic that's covered up because he's not working. Mr. Tanaka is supposed to be standing right there.
Runaway, Railway.
Okay, so we have like 2 things left to do in this whole park. We haven't done Muppets. We didn't do the Frozen sing-along yet, and then we're headed to Mickey's Runaway Railway right now. But great day, guys. Great day. Okay, this is at the end of our very first Hollywood Studios day of this vacation, and this is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. It is such an amazing ride. I honestly thought that they were just re-theming the Great Movie ride, but it is an entirely new experience. Be sure to check it out. It's super fun. If you saw my packing video, you know that I packed spray and wash for just this ice cream filled occasion right here. And a little treat for mom and dad. All right, guys, this is actually our walk-in on our second Hollywood Studios day. It's exactly 1 week later, and we filmed from scanning in all the way back to getting into the queue for Rise of the Resistance. This is rope dropping Rise of the Resistance. Now, this time lapse only takes about 10 minutes, but we do go from walking up right through security. You go straight down Hollywood Boulevard here, and once you get to this clear opening on the plaza, I honestly expected more people to be headed the way we're headed. We got a little bit of a later start than we did on our previous Hollywood Studios day, but as you see right up here, you can either head straight to the Runaway Railway, to the right to Toy Story Land, or like we're going, and not many other people are going, left over to Rise of the Resistance. Now, we walked all the way back here. We got a later start, but we still managed to get off the ride at the exact same time as we had a week before. And I think that's because it had actually broken down the week before and therefore had caused a bit more of a log jam in the morning. Now, as we come up here and round this corner, you'll be able to see Muppet Plaza up here on the left. When you do, pay attention to these empty little lines over here. Now, our previous day, we'd had to line up here on the right and wait for Star Wars Land to open before we could go in. Right there on the left, you're going to see a line later that makes you really think about just paying for this ride. Now, we did both. We both rope dropped and did the individual lightning lane. Totally worth it. Either way, it's worth it to me to get up and sacrifice that time in the morning to go ahead and get there early. Like I said, we got in line and we were still off by 9:05. And then we headed straight on over to enjoy some Toy Story Land. As you can see, we have our Toy Story outfits on today. So we are ready to go be Bo Peep and Jessie. Oh, here they are. Now, the girls had a fantastic time both days. We got to ride everything we wanted to. Here's our droids. These statues are super fun. We saw some special characters, and it had already been transferred over to the holiday themes. If you haven't seen the holiday theme in Hollywood Studios, it's vintage, it's gorgeous, it's so fun. As you could tell, Jessie noticed that she was dressed like her. And here's the line, guys. That line is for Rise of the Resistance. The line straight up leaves the planet and loops around over by Muppets before heading back into the actual queue for that ride. Rope drop. Rope drop. The entire experience was less than a half hour. Yeah, about a half hour, 45 minutes. So by all means, get up, get out, and go rope drop, or just bite the bullet and pay, which is also totally acceptable. Now, we built our droids on our first Hollywood Studios day so that we could maximize the amount of time that we had them. They have this special little area where you can go and drive them, but it's only these little brown squares. So we took them over for a little while, let them get them out and drive them around. As you can see, Amelia does start noticing that we have a problem. So I will go over that in more depth whenever I do our Droid Depot video. Here we go. One of the best parts of Hollywood Studios is it is truly for the whole family. Yes, they have Rock and Roller Coaster with a height requirement of 48 inches, and it actually goes in a full-on upside-down loop. But they also have Disney Junior characters. We saw some at our Hollywood and Vine breakfast, and now they have the Disney Junior dance party. If I'm not mistaken, since we visited, they're actually back out in Animation Courtyard, available to meet and greet, of course, at a safe and acceptable distance. Now, this is so fun. You get to go in and see 4 Disney Junior characters come out, do their official dance moves. The kids get to stand up, jump around and dance. Even my 9-year-old loves it. It's so much fun. The kids can really move around, move their bodies. It's a fun place to play. As you can see them go in here, learning the dance moves. Now, Hollywood Studios does have some of the absolute best shows, especially for littles. The Disney Junior Dance Party with the recognizable characters, but then also the Frozen sing-along. Now, they go through every song in the whole movie, and let me tell you, it will seriously make your eardrums burst with how wonderfully excited the kids are to see and hear and sing along to the wonderful Frozen songs that you know, I know, you know, we all know, we know them. And of course, it is hosted by the official Arendelle historians, and so it is chock full of hilarious jokes, wonderful innuendos, jokes the kids don't get, jokes the kids do get. And then at the end, Elsa comes out, she does her magic, your kids' eyes are lit up just like that, having the best time ever, and it begins actually snowing in the theater. It's so fun. It is an absolute joy. We make a point to go every chance that we get. It is honestly one of the most amazing things that you can get to do in the parks. The kids are just beside themselves. They're so happy. It's such a wonderful experience. If you get the opportunity, don't miss it. And you really can show up a little bit closer to showtime. It's not like you really have to camp out and get a seat like some of the things and still get into the theater. They will get you in if they absolutely possibly can. Of course, masks are still required in all indoor areas, so be sure that you have those on and ready as you're heading into the theater. But then just enjoy the show, play in the snow, and appreciate that your kids can sing the words to the songs so well. There's also a Cars themed show, which I'm not supposed to be recording in, so that's why it cuts off here in a minute. But guys, I hope that you enjoyed coming along with us. Please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, give this video a thumbs up, and be on the lookout for more of these individual videos coming soon.